Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Libra Halloween reading for October 2022. I'm just drinking some tea, so before we get started, I want to say thank you for supporting me on any of my platforms. Um, I hope that what I am putting out is something that's useful to you and helps you in some way, even if it's only to help you look at a situation differently. Um, Before we get started, this reading is a combination of three different themes. So the first one is witch. The second theme is shadow, and the third theme is magic. So that's what you'll see in the title. Um, and I do hope this reading helps you in some way. Very interesting times, challenging times. So let's go ahead and get started. So Libra, your center energy is the Ten of Cups. So really just wanting it all, wanting happiness, joy, love, peace, harmony, abundance, all of it. What was crowning you is the Nine of Pentacles. So feeling very, very stable as far as monetary and abundance areas of your life, but you're learning something new because as you can see, she has a book in her hand. So she's studying something. She's learning something new. She's looking into things. Undermining is the Five of Swords. So perhaps maybe some haters around you kind of thing, or some conflicts going on, somebody in your life trying to win at all costs kind of situation. Um, but really what's spurring this on, or what led up to this, is really wanting victory. And then also you have the Ace of Cups as your outcome. So that's positive as far as a loving relationship, new beginnings in that area as well. So let's go ahead and look into your witch cards here. First message we have here is connected spirit, and it says touch of life and memory. So perhaps you are learning or acknowledging the past and the wisdom that comes from that. I'm going to go over these cards second. So let's go ahead and go into your first cards here. We'll do the great mystic messages first, and then I'll go into the witch's oracle, which are your clarifiers. Next, you have Coven of Enlightenment, and it says strengthen in camaraderie, ascension through others. So this is about really joining forces with your tribe, so to speak, to gain some further wisdom in some area of your life. It could be in love, it could be in general, it could be to get to the happiness that you're seeking, because you have the Nine of Pentacles, but you're really wanting it all. So you're feeling that you're missing something. Before we move on, let me go back and let's look at the other oracle message that came along with the first message here, which is touch of life memory. And you have the needle. And normally the needle in itself, just the picture itself, is really going through a very narrow opening, or going through an experience that is challenging because it's difficult to navigate. But according to the creator, the needle stands for creativity, repair, and improvement. So perhaps something from your memories needed to be cleared up, perhaps. Or maybe your thinking in general about the past needed to be cleared up. And along with the message of Covenant of Enlightenment, which was strength in camaraderie, ascension through others, where you're working with your soul tribe to gain the wisdom that you need to move forward, you have the hare as your clarifier. And the hare speaks to, let's see here, transformation, independence, and freedom. So really, as you work with others, you're going to have the experience of learning something new, as depicted in the Nine of Pentacles card here, but also transforming your thoughts is what I'm getting there, because of also the needle message that you just received too, which speaks to, really improving things, repairing things. So it could be repairing a loving situation. It could be repairing your thinking, because that first card was about memories. So it's really almost like you are perhaps healing the past, is another message that's coming through for you through this transformation. Next, we have the Enchanted Forest, and it says, wonder surrounds you, mystery is near, find refuge in adventure. So this is really stepping into the fool's energy, is what I'm getting there. to really, step through the unknown for you, and do so in a very curious, free spirited, childlike manner. Okay. And then we have the tree, which is usually, all about life and abundance. But let's see what the creator of these cards meant. Yeah, growth, self-sufficiency, and stability. And you already have the nine here, but I think you're looking for stability and growth in perhaps a loving relationship, because it seems like from an abundant standpoint you're situated, but it looks also, it appears that you might be missing something by way of having it all in a loving way. Next, we have the wise witch, which says kindness and comfort. And the ageless moon is the message there. And the thimble clarifies this. So the thimble means, let's see here, home, hearth, and shelter. So this is about really perhaps spending time at home, spending time sheltered, because you did have another message about shelter. So perhaps, as you are going through this transformation, you're not going to really be out and about kind of thing. You're going to be sort of at home. You're going to be seeking stabilization, which is your place of stability, which is your home, where your heart is. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the next set of messages, which are your shadow and light oracle messages clarified by the Maruka shadow deck. So we have dried flower fairy, sweet memories. And again, remember we were talking about memories up here. So perhaps one thing that's coming through is not living in the past, but staying in the present. And that's difficult because sometimes our memories hold on, and we have to really put them in their place, so to speak, because memories are in the past and we can't change the past. We can appreciate the past. We can learn from the past. We can enjoy the moments that are pleasant from the past, but we can't live there. And it says inhibited shadow is your clarifier, suppressing desires, feelings, and impulses, repressed, constrained, hindering. You have become comfortable staying stuck and miserable. Recognize that it's up to you to do the hard work to succeed. So, this really, again, leads me back to making up your mind, standing in your power, moving forward, leaving the memories where they are in the past, appreciating them for the time and the lessons that they gave you, but moving forward and becoming unstuck as you seek your freedom. Next, we have sea storm, calm, and chaos. So there is going to be, and that just draws me right in here to the Five of Swords there. There's calmness and there's chaos all around you. And it's really up to you to really navigate that successfully, because that draws me back to your needle message there. And even the thimble, too. Because the thimble to me is about protection. You put on a thimble to protect your finger when you are using the needle, right? Because you don't want to stick yourself. So it's all about protection too. And we have childish shadow, immature, lack of experience, sheltered, adult temper tantrums, uh, puerility. Give yourself time to grow into yourself and put your childlike behavior to use by going out and exploring new things. Again, that childlike spirit as you move forward. But also growing in your maturity of how you handle things is what I'm getting there. Next, we have your card of the Three Fates, and it says what comes around. So to me, this is about karma. Okay, so what comes around goes around, kind of thing. And so whatever you're going through at this time is meant to be, and it's also fated in karma. So we have excessive shadow, going beyond what is necessary, um, extremist imbalance, doing too much. So really perhaps stepping back and recognizing this side, this pattern to you, and then taking the necessary action to get it into balance. Then we have your last message for your shadow light messages, which is I am Kali. From death comes rebirth. And this is speaking again to that transformation that we talked about up here. Now we have elusive shadow here as your clarifier. Difficult or impossible to find or catch. vague, fleeting, evasive, distant, avoidant. Surround yourself with and feel more connected to people who share your values and build meaningful connections. So that again brings me right back to the covenant of enlightenment card you got up there, and that's really finding like-minded, your tribe folks at this time to help you move forward successfully. Now we're going to move on to your magic messages. Hold on just a minute. And the first one we have here, we've got 3 decks that I used here. The first one that I used is Believe in Your Own Magic, and that's the first one. We have the making magic. Is it making? Hold on, let me take a look at the name of this deck. Hold on just a second here. Okay, this is the making magic cards, the round ones here, and then this is the witchcraft oracle here. So the first message we have from the Believe in Your Own Magic is gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. So this is really understanding that the lessons you are going through speak to really about you standing in your power and not relying on others, thinking that you need others to fix you. You can do whatever you need to do for yourself on your own. And this also speaks to putting the responsibility of your fixing of your happiness on others. It is your sole responsibility. So you're stepping into that knowledge and you're understanding that at this time. Next, we have Labyrinth. And it says raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. And then remember, we had the coven of enlightenment. So as you get around other like-minded people, it's going to raise your vibration because you're going to feel at home and you're going to feel a sense of peace and camaraderie and understanding that you haven't had before, which is wonderful. So we've got my voice is heard in the world, and this is you standing in your power, speaking your truth, and understanding that you are definitely able to resolve anything that you need to resolve for yourself. You are able to heal. You are able to do the things that you need to do for yourself. Next, we have expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. So as you move forward, this is about standing in your power. You don't need anyone's approval. You are good enough. You are worthy enough. You are confident enough. You are everything that you need to be. And you don't need anyone's approval to do what you're going to do next, whatever you decide that to be. Next, we have the Trink of Five, and that's manifesting money and income. So this is about, again, that abundance coming in for you, and that you are perfectly capable of manifesting the life you want all on your own. And it says, I am grounded and I am creative. So you're going to have these creative inspirations that are going to come to you during this time as well. Because as you step into that higher vibration, you've got the Ace of Cup here, which is about love. And I think here in this instance, it may even refer to coming into a loving relationship with yourself before you try to engage in a loving relationship with others. Okay, so next we have your next message set is voyage. You already have all the answers. So really stepping into your self-confidence and belief and trust in the universe and spirit that they've got your back and that you have all the answers that you need. You need to perhaps go within yourself to get more enlightened as to what those answers may be, but not seeking them outside of yourself at this time is also the message that's coming through. And we have fire. The element of fire heralds new life and positive transformation. Again, another transformation confirmation for you. And I think this fire represents burning away the thinking that has held you back, thinking that you needed somebody to fix you, thinking you needed somebody else to approve, thinking all these things, right? But really, that fire is going to burn that away to allow your natural state, your natural creativeness, your natural being, your natural soul to come through for you. And this is beginning something is exciting. And so, really stepping into this with that childlike excitement and curiosity. And then we have your last set of messages here, which is Castle. It's time for healing, not war. And that leads me right back to your Five of Swords message over here. So really, perhaps, understanding that as you move forward, you don't need to move forward in any kind of aggressive fashion, but one that is peaceful to you, so that you are understand that this is not a time for you to really engage in that, but more so to walk in peace and walk in your own healing and your own transformation, and stay calm even in the chaos is what I'm getting there, which leads me right back to the other message that we had here. Okay, and then your clarifiers are goddess, healing feminine energy, okay, and then spirit, heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. So really having your spirit team come in with, for you, to help you heal the feminine energy and to help you heal in general, and just sending the message that you're loved and supported as you do so and protected. And so we have follow the moon. I love flowing through the magical cycles. So really understanding the cycles and how that works for you, and how to really work with those energies for your success and to understand the flow of it, right? So we have hope jar. I am full of hope and I take action. Okay. And then the last message, candle magic. Every day things get better. So really, just understanding that it's a process, and that it takes time to go through processes that can't be done overnight, and to be more kind to yourself as you go through your transformation and your growth period, as you stand into your authenticity, as you take the action with passion and creativity to move forward, but then also understanding that you don't need anybody's approval, or anyone's help to do so. You have the keys within you. You have the magic, you have the wisdom, you have everything that you need. So I do hope this helps you, Libra. Much love and light, Lady T.